Galimera, Galimera, Galimero. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, there's a bit of a mess in the house this morning. Feeding has been very interesting today. We've had to feed all the cats inside because we are under siege from our cheeky chickens. So there's been a few accidents, a few spillages, which will get cleaned up in just a short while. And as we come outside, again, another beautiful day here in Zakynthos. It's been an interesting past 24 hours, so I'm going to get straight down and just basically give you the news as it's been going on and as what's been happening here on the island. Can I just say, first of all, big thank you to all those people who were dropping messages yesterday as well. Thank you. Also, those people are saying nice to see that Jane is also back again. Thanks for that as well. At the moment, we've got Donna in Brighton tuning in, and also Steve Hinkling in Stoke-on-Trent tuning in as well. So nice to see you two guys here as well. Right, so what's been going on in the last 24 hours? Well, to be honest, in the last 24 hours, we've had another record of deaths through coronavirus. At the moment, we've had 1,490 new cases of the virus, and that brings the total number since the pandemic started up to 58,187. Now, as I said, we've had a record number of deaths within the last 24 hours. We've had 41 deaths within that time frame, of which that brings the total up to, since the pandemic started, to 825. Also as well, people actually in ICUs is also up as well. That's up to now 239, and the average age of people in the ICUs has actually come down to 60, whereas before it was around about 70 years of age. The rate has now dropped down. Now, for those people who are following everything and wondering about the testing side of things, the Greek health authorities did release the latest test figures, and they are as follows. 1,952,343 tests have been carried out since January 2020, and they've done 92,623 of the rapid tests. And as we've always said, the more testing, the more you're going to find. However, very interestingly, of those new cases of infection that we've got, at the moment, a local 56-year-old man was found positive of the virus. He went to the hospital here in Zakynthos at noon yesterday with the symptoms, and he underwent testing. The 56-year-old complained that he had a fever and he felt lethargic. Anyway, he's currently in the hospital being treated, and the doctors are still deciding whether to send him home on 14 days quarantine or whether he will stay in the hospital. And at the moment, there's been no update on that gentleman's condition, so hopefully he's going to be okay. Because of everything that's going on with the lockdown and everything and moving about and travel, there has been changes into the ferries. So those people who want to go somewhere onto the mainland, even though you're not allowed to move through the prefectures, unless, of course, it is significantly important, like medical treatment, etc. Basically, the ferry company here, Levante Ferries, has had to make changes which will start from tomorrow to their itineraries for sailing. Actual fact, they've actually seen an 83% drop in traffic on the ferries, and also the buses as well, because obviously the buses and ferries are linked together, especially for getting off the island. The buses don't yet float here like they do in Glasgow. All right, yes, they have floating buses in Glasgow to cross the river. Anyway, so basically these are the timings, if you're curious, for the ferries now. The Zakynthos to Kalini ferry from Monday to Saturday, there's only 2 ferry sailings a day, and that's at 7 a.m. and also at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, it's from 9 a.m. and also there's a sailing at 4 p.m. I'll pop those in the comments below for you. Kalini to Zakynthos, coming the other way if you're coming back from the mainland, it's 9 a.m. The first ferry, 6 p.m. the final ferry, and on a Sunday there's one at 11 a.m. in the morning, and there's one at 6 o'clock at night. So again, those are the changes to the ferries. Also, interestingly as well, the local police have been out busy as well, enforcing the restrictions. 4 people were fined in Zakynthos for not wearing masks, so that's a €300 fine to them. And also 4 people were fined for not following the restrictive procedure program, i.e. they hadn't been booking in and out using the text system, and they've obviously been fined €300 as well. All right, so they were very busy on Sunday afternoon, the police out enforcing the lockdown measures. Now, interestingly, there's been demonstrations taking place, and on Sunday afternoon in Zakynthos Square in Athens, 14 people were arrested for inciting disobedience and violating measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus. They were basically protesting against wearing masks. Anyway, the 14 people were detained by the police for protesting against the lockdown, and they are going to appear before the prosecutor. They appeared before the prosecutor yesterday up in Athens, and their trial has been adjourned until Wednesday. According to the Hellenic police, the detainees were not wearing masks and had violated the lockdown restrictions. Anyway, they were looking at fines of about €300, and they were taken to the Zakynthos Police Department there, where a case against them has been filed. So it'd be interesting to see if they're going to come down hard on these people. At the moment, as you know, I'm a bit of a lockdown skeptic myself. I believe there is a virus. I don't like the way it's been handled right from the word go. And my thing is follow the rules so you don't get fined. All right, but it'll be interesting to see what the outcome will be from those guys' cases. Anyway, let's have a quick look. See who's tuning in at the moment. Quick shout out to Donna Harriatis. Nice to see you there. How is Brighton today? What's the weather like? Steve Hinkling is watching as well. Nice to see you, Steve. Amanda Gregory is watching as well. I hope the little pup is doing all right. The one that's still going. I hope he's okay. Nice to have you tuning in as well. Damien Edge is also tuning in as well. You're a new person, Damien. I'm not sure I know who you are, actually, but I will check you out, all right? Anyway, cheers for tuning in. Nice to see you here. Steve Hinkling, good morning, he says. I'm jealous of the weather looking dull and miserable over there in Stoke-on-Trent. Well, to be honest, the weather today is absolutely glorious. It is so lovely. Why am I holding it up and you can't see it? I say to myself. Anyway, John David Hester is tuning in. Nice to have you with us. John says, good morning, Ginge. Hope you and Jane are okay. Yeah, we are fantastic, fella. Absolutely brilliant. Amanda Gregory says, morning, Ginge. The boy pup is doing well, and we've called him Marley. Oh, bless. I remember the film Marley about a dog. I hope it doesn't end up like that film did at the end. All right. But, oh, bless him. Have you named him after Bob? That's what I'm asking, because that's a normal reason for calling a dog Marley. But anyway, thanks for that, Amanda. Robert Earp is also tuning in as well. Right, so there you go. What have I got on today? Well, today I'm off into town today. I've got to check something on our internet. I'm hoping that my internet is not being capped at the moment, which will put a serious dampener on broadcasting and stuff. So I've got to go to OTE this morning. Again, booking out using the system, because I can't do this sort of thing online. Also as well, going to get our insurance as well for our car as well. That has to be done as well this morning. So we will be going into town fully masked up to stay within the provisions of the law. We'll go on the scooter as well, because it gets us in quick and gets us out faster, and also easier to park. And we'll just see what it's like around when we go out. But anyway, don't forget, tomorrow is a broadcast day tomorrow. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, I've got my next door neighbour, and he's been busy practising doing the last post for Remembrance Day, 11th of the 11th. We're going to do it 11 o'clock Greek time, so that'll be 9 o'clock your time where you are in the UK. And then obviously 5 o'clock in the evening, the show will then go out, broadcasting around the world. Once again, if you want to request dedication, in the comments below. And the jukebox thing, thank you for that. I've had quite a few people wanting to do a jukebox selection. I think that's going to work out quite well. So again, if you have a jukebox selection, stick it in the bottom. I may not play it straight away. I may save it up, all right, because there's quite a few people wanting a jukebox selection, and we'll slowly do that. But if you just want an ordinary request or dedication, just pop it in the box below, all right? Anyway, I've got one more person say morning, Ginge. Yes, we have. Rudy was a girl. Yes, we have. Oh, that's Amanda talking about looking after little fellas. Anyway, right, that's it from me. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, all being well. You take care and have a great day.